Hello, I'm back with chapter 1084 review of One Piece, and this chapter is titled The Attempted Murder of a Celestial Dragon. So the chapter follows up directly with the last one because we are in the Reverie flashback, and we get to see some of Bonnie and we get to see some of Sabo. We also get to see a great feel-good punch on St. Charlos. This could be what the title of the chapter is referring to. The title of the chapter could also be referring to King Cobra, because we know that he dies, and he makes some bold claims in this chapter to the Gorosei, but I guess it wouldn't be an attempted murder at that point since we know that he does actually die. And then we also get someone coming in at the end, a major character. But anyway, like and subscribe if you want to support the channel, and let's get into the chapter. So we'll start out like always with the cover page. Well, a few weeks ago on the cover page we got a group of the Straw Hat males, and they were just chilling and napping with some squirrels. This time we get the female variant of that cover, but it's not just Nami and Robin, the only two females on the Straw Hats. It's a bunch of other females from One Piece. I'll list them. We have Nami, Robin, Hancock, Vivi, Yamato, Tama, Shirahoshi, Bonnie, Rebecca, Manchuri, Tashigi, Sugar, Carrot, Perona, Ulti, and Reiju. So we got some good characters, some bad characters. The one common denominator is that they're all female, of course. Now we'll start the actual chapter with the Pangea Castle. So it starts out with Sabo. He's taking out some guards, but then after he finishes them off, Bonnie comes up behind him and says hi. Even though Bonnie and Sabo aren't actually on the same side, one's a pirate, one's a revolutionary, they're fighting for the same cause, which is to save Kuma. So Sabo, he summons a crow from his pocket, which is one of Karasu's abilities, and I don't think we've ever seen a devil fruit with an ability like this. It's really unique. Like, he's able to control a crow from very long distances and even communicate with it. So Sabo tells the crow that he got the keys so that they can move on with their plan, which is to capture Kuma. So Bonnie, she says her plan, which is to go over to Egghead Island, because now she trusts Sabo to do good with Kuma's body. Now she has to deal with the mind aspect, which is why she's going to see Vegapunk. Yeah, they know they could get the body, but the body is nothing without the personality with it. And Sabo sees some guards while she's talking and quickly reacts, and they jump to the ceiling. While they're on the ceiling, we hear the guards talking about the Phantom Room. This Phantom Room's probably just the room that Im-sama stays in. Maybe it's the room with the big straw hat in it. But then Sabo and Bonnie, after they hear that, they leave the Pangea Castle, and now they're gonna split ways. Bonnie's gonna go off to Egghead, and Sabo's gonna do whatever the rest of his plan is on the Reverie. Then we cut to the throne room, where King Cobra of Alabasta is getting ready to ask some questions with the Gorosei. King Cobra is like preparing his question, but he starts out telling like the whole story of the whole world pretty much to build context for his question. He starts 800 years ago with the 20 monarchs who formed the Celestial Dragons by moving to Mary Joa. He talks about how they had a pact with the empty throne, which symbolizes that there will be no one ruler. And with the throne, there are weapons, which are ensuring like that all the different families of celestial dragons keep their promise. And now he mentions the exception who didn't put a weapon with the throne, and that is Queen Lily, his of his lineage. And Queen Lily was the ruler of Alabasta at the time of the Void Century, and she made the final decision to not join Celestial Dragons. And that is why there are only actually 19 weapons with the throne. And then he drops a major deal breaker that Queen Lily actually is never mentioned after the formation of the Celestial Dragons. She has been virtually erased from history. And now King Cobra is stepping on eggshells here with his questions. But they get even worse as it comes. So he is a ballsy man. King Cobra then asks about what actually happened to Lily since she never really made it home to Alabasta. And the Gorosei don't think deeply at all about it and they just deny. They say that they don't know anything about the situation and they pretty much ignore the question. This is a load of crap because they probably do know they're the Gorosei and they know like everything. And then Cobra does something that'll get their attention because it's even more crazy. He brings up the Will of D. He asks what the D means, and this is probably a rhetorical question because then he says that Queen Lily passed down a letter from generation to generation. And I'm guessing in the contents of these letters, King Cobra actually found out what the D means. Anyway, King Cobra is like playing with fire here. Like he can't possibly think that he's gonna make it out when he's asking such crazy questions. These revelations in the throne room aren't even really the craziest part of the chapter though. We cut to the courtyard then, and Shirahoshi is being detained by Kuma, who's being controlled to do it. And St. Charlos's dumbass is all happy while Shirahoshi is suffering. The other nobles aren't doing anything to try to stop it because they're scared of celestial dragons. But then one of the Neptune brothers, Fukaboshi, comes in clutch to save his sister. He comes to his sister's rescue, and Slave Kuma attacks him to defend Charlos, but it doesn't affect him that much, and he gets the rest of the Neptune brothers to help him out. And then on the other side of Shirahoshi, Leo, one of the Tontadas, who is with Rebecca, and Sai, who is with Mjosgard, the good celestial dragon, join the fight. And while the brothers are being occupied with Kuma, Sai and Leo attack Charlos himself. And it's a truly awesome attack on St. Charlos because he is smashed brutally to the ground. In any other manga, he would be for sure dead, but this is One Piece, so he is not dead, unfortunately. The random nobles, are scared now because they just killed a celestial dragon, and an admiral's gonna come, but all the admirals are occupied anyway, so they're not gonna come to save them. Their focus shifts immediately though, because then Morley comes out of the ground and snags Kuma to save him and bring him home. And that's the end of the Revolutionary Army's plan, really, because they accomplished everything they needed to do. So I think the only one left on the Reverie now from the Revolution is going to be Sabo. On the last page, we return to the throne room, and we see none other than Im-sama climbing the stairs to the throne. And Cobra has never seen Im, so he is confused. And Im-sama says his or her first line of the whole One Piece manga. He or she says Lily, and then sits on the throne. So Im has some connection to Lily for him or her to say something like that. And many theories say that Im is Lily, and then some theories say that Im is like a lover of Lily in the past. We will wait and see, but I doubt that we'll get an answer in the next chapter, unfortunately. But anyway, that's the end of the chapter. There will be a break next week, unfortunately, but after that, I'm thinking we're going to return back to Reverie for at least another chapter. This chapter was a good dump of lore about a lot of Void Century things, and next chapter might also drop some insane lore dumps. But it will also probably include the framing of Sabo in the throne room, killing Cobra. And who knows what will happen with One Piece, because it's so unpredictable. But it's exciting every chapter, and that's why I love it. The anime adaptation, like adapting all these events that are occurring now in the manga, like I can't wait for that. So like and subscribe if you made it this far, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.